Look me. Look some soft again. Then look me. Then now look you.
They look me. They look you everywhere.
And guess what? You are alive.
So because I'm not wearing English now.
She know who does
already.
I know I did life now, but
ladies
what?
And
Ask the people. Let them tell you what
welcome,
they think.
welcome. Welcome to chat room with me. You want me to mute you?
Are you not the one that started?
Welcome to chat room with Next. It's been a wonderful week. Sorry the show is starting like this
because it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be fun. Welcome to the show. Today we're going to be talking about two major topics, and we hope that we are definitely going to educate you and enlighten you as much as we can, because that's what this show is all about. So if you do not have your popcorn ready, grab your popcorn. If you do not have your wine or your drink beside you, grab your wine or your drink beside you, as today, the topic for today, we have two hot topics. I feel like going straight into the topic and talking about this. But you know what? Let's do as we will always do, so people don't say, oh, you guys are getting out of character. Technician. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show today. This is Jacinta, of course. Jacinta is already big on the screen. As you all know, our number one troublemaker here in chat room, Jacinta, everybody. Welcome, Jacinta. Welcome to the show. It's nice to have you on.
Thank you so much. How are you doing, sir?
Thank you very much. In my Latin, we say Santurus Indirum. You're welcome. You know, our president became one of the Americans became the Pope. So we have to now begin to speak Latin.
Everyone in America, we have to learn Latin.
Yes.
Latino.
So to use some stuff in my Latin language, I say can do.
And to you, Minister Max, in my Latin language, I say Dumala Adumala.
Amala. Okay, this house again is here.
Exactly.
Welcome back to the show, Olivia. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
It's been a while.
Nice to be back.
Yes. It's been a while since we saw you on the show.
I know. I traveled. I just came back. Thank you. It's nice to be back.
Okay, perfect.
Welcome back from your trip.
Yes, welcome back from your trip. Okay. So, guys, today we're talking about something very, very serious, very, very severe. In fact, as you can see, I'm putting my hand on my head because the matter too tough. Okay.
They give you a headache already.
So we're going to be talking about two things today, and the topics we're going to be talking about today is let's go, technician. Can you show us where the topic is? Thank you. JAMB destroyed my life. JAMB my life. VDM rearranged. Who is trying to silence VDM? So VDM has been rearranged again, and in this time around, we're trying to find out who's trying to silence VDM. Because the momentum is just, they're like building on the momentum of silencing VDM. Now, let's begin with the first story, JAMB. JAMB. Oh, JAMB. JAMB. So, JAMB just concluded its examination. I think they call it a UTME something examination for students who are going to be applying to universities to seek or gain admission into those schools. And unfortunately, when the result came out, or after the result came out, a lot of people were not pleased with the results. And why were they not pleased with the result? They were not pleased with the result because of how the result actually came out. How the result actually came out. So what am I trying to say? People wrote this exam, and after people wrote this exam, a lot of people failed. It came out that a lot of people failed the exam. Now, when people came out to complain about the failure of this exam, someone, unfortunately, may God rest her soul, she ended up passing. She died because of this particular issue of JAMB. Now, we're going to be talking about JAMB itself, and I'm going to be asking everybody in the house today if anyone has written JAMB, and let's get their experience with JAMB. Did you jam or did jam you? So let's begin with Jacinta. Jacinta, did you write jam?
In my time, there was no jam.
Ah.
I
What
did
was
not
the
write,
time?
I didn't write jam. Oh.
Just say you
Just say you
didn't
didn't
write
write
yeah,
jam.
because there was just been
How come I
jam.
want to lie to us? How old are you that you're saying
Exactly.
there's no jam?
In my time, there
In my
was no
time, there
jam.
was no jam. She's even saying it with
You are
her full
making us
hair.
look feel like we are old.
I tell you. People on the line here. We don't take life.
Write jam.
You said?
I didn't write jam.
Thank you
Okay.
for that correction. God will bless you.
God
in
bless
Jesus'
you.
name. Yeah. Okay. So, Olivia,
Yes.
did you write jam? Can you tell us about your jam experience?
Yes, I did, but since Jam jammed me, I don't really want to talk about it.
Anytime anybody's talking to you and they're scratching their neck, you should know they're lying.
I'm trying not to lie. That's why I said I don't want to talk about it. Jam jammed me, so I let it go.
So you wrote jam.
Yes, I did.
Okay. What was your score?
I cannot remember.
Can't remember your jam score.
Why will I remember now? Do you know how long ago that was? I
How
don't
long
remember
ago
my
was it?
score from last semester.
I still remember my own too. The first one
I
that
still remember my own
the one
too.
that
I don't remember.
when it will be look when you go to the board, you'll be looking. I saw 200. I said, hey, what?
I do not remember.
200 was actually a good score. You know?
But then even the first one was like 180.
Mm.
You wrote
180.
multiple times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But you know what? The JAMB, this joint admission and matriculation board, is an entity that always what do you call it? Is dreaded by every youth writing an exam.
Mm.
That board is like you don't look forward to it, because even when you are going for the exam and result, your heart is beating like it's pounding. It's not like you didn't prepare yourself. It's just the fact that board is not pleasant to anybody, no matter how intellectual you are, how smart you are. Everybody feels it one way or the other.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So let's give context.
Thank you.
Let's give context to what's going on right now, right? So all these youths, these Gen Z people, they came out to write jam, and after they wrote jam, a lot of people came out complaining bitterly about their experience, to the point that one young lady, may God rest her soul, ended up buying herself because of the poor performance or poor result. And what annoys me the most, right? What annoys me the most was the fact that some people came out judging these nice young people, saying they, instead of them to be reading, they went and be going to social media and be dancing on TikTok and doing videos on TikTok, you know. And then I looked at TikTok and I saw Jacinta dancing on TikTok too, you know. But at the end of the day, after a father brought his daughter and they complained bitterly, very, very bitterly. A lawyer jumped on it and started pursuing this case. That's when JAMB finally realized, after the spokesperson of JAMB came out to say, oh, the exam was conducted perfectly. There was nothing wrong with the exam. Everything was good. JAMB now came out to change their mind. And after JAMB came out to change their mind, the Oga Patapata of JAMB came out to talk to people. And when he came out to talk to people, this was what this man had to say about the event that occurred.
The reputation of JAMB. As registrar of JAMB, I hold myself personally responsible including for the negligence of the service provider and And I unreservedly apologize for it.
And the Oscar goes to
The JAMB commander.
Oscar goes to him.
And the trauma it has affected Nigerians too, directly or indirectly. Once again, we apologize and assure you that this incident represents a significant setback for the board's reputation.
Who are these nonsense people clapping?
Why are they clapping for him?
Listen, this is Nigeria. Nigerians clap for every. Have you not seen it? There's a pastor that was giving a testimony, and he was trying to tell his congregation that they came to rob him, and they took about $500,000. The people started clapping. They clap for everything. Then the pastor was like, "Why are you happy that they came to rob their stuff from?"
No, it's ludicrous. This is balderdash.
I don't understand I don't understand what I just watched. Why was it
everything?
They clapping for everything. Everything. The guy want to cry, you clap. He finished crying. You clap.
Even when they are insulting them, they clap.
It is
You
called,
can say what you want to say.
it is called emeritus.
Very good.
Actually, you're partially right.
Mm-hmm.
You're partially right because the emere is there, but you have emeritus as the votes there. That's what it is. So let's take some comments.
now me? I'm clapping for. Now I'm clapping.
Now you're clapping for us. Thank you.
You're a typical Nigerian.
Thank you. So we have Ken Rollins in the house. Ken Rollins says, "Bro, Sam, you don't the add with past jam score."
Ken Rollins, I go lay leg on you.
No, my Ken Rollins. He says, "Na joke I do."
His leg you want to lay on him, not hand.
That leg.
Of course, not leg.
You need
not
leg.
Yeah, he needs laying of legs. Well, yes. Well, thank you very much, Ken. Thank you for that fantastic jam.
Yeah, that's a jam.
Joke.
That was a good
Jam
one.
joke. Yes. So now that was a reaction of the jam, of the jam guy.
That's the
He came out. Yes, that's their boss. He came out
couldn't
to cry. And from watching this video, I'm sorry, a lot of people were saying, oh, he accepted responsibility, he took responsibility and, said, yes, it's their fault. Whose fault again would people want to make it?
Ignoramus.
Whose fault?
They think that every time they cry, they will get the attention of Nigerians.
Yeah.
There was one case that we talked about about a few weeks or months ago.
Yes, sir.
And we played the video of the person was crying, trying to manipulate the people. Because they feel like when you cry, Nigerians will oh yeah, he's a very good person.
And I swear to God, I don't care.
No.
You understand? Now,
So now, go ahead, Samsoft.
So what I'm saying is that most of the time they do that to get attention, to be people to feel sorry for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very true. I agree with you on that.
And sometimes it's not like they are sorry.
Of course, no. Of course.
Most of the time, when you see somebody cry, sometimes most of them are because they were caught in a mistake. So that's why they're crying.
This man, if he's crying, is real.
It's very dramatic.
The reason why I think his cry does not make sense, right, is they write you speech. They wrote a speech on a piece of paper for you to read.
Oh.
So this is my speech.
Yes.
And Samsoft wrote me this speech
to
deliver to the press.
Yep.
I must have gone through this speech several times to make sure it's accurate. And then I am now reading this speech. When I was rehearsing the speech backstage,
I did not cry.
Thank
No.
you. I did not cry. It is now when I come to your front, I now want to read this speech. I would now say, this is so sad. The people of Ikotekpeni. This is unfair to the people of Ikotekpeni. No, that is wrong.
What he was reading was not even, I didn't get it. It was not, it
was
didn't
not making
sound,
any
it was
point.
not making any sense. It was,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It felt as if it was missing some sentences in the middle.
Yes. So now the thing is this, right? How authentic was that speech? How authentic was that speech? For me, I don't really buy that speech clearly. And we're going to take some more videos about what has happened. Stanley, we see you backstage. If you can turn on your camera, that'll be good. Covenant People Ministry says, I read and jam. I read and jam. 3 times. And in the time I refused to read, and I did guess game. I scored 3 times.
You see that?
Jam for Nigeria.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
He is very correct.
It's very correct. Very, very correct. So now, imagine stories like this. For me, I know there was one time I was going to write JAMB, stung me on my face, and I still went. Don't ask the following question.
And the bee has stung you for a long time.
Covenant People says, Samex, light speech or script?
I think they're asking if that's a speech or script that the man was reading.
There was a space in where, so there's a space where they'll say cry.
Yeah, that's
Cry
good.
small.
That you see,
Just cry.
that's
small.
what it was a script.
Yeah, that's where it was a script. I get you. Okay, so now, right? What do you guys think? Because this became a serious issue in Nigeria. And Arise, we give credit to Arise team because most of our videos were gotten from Arise. VDM also reacted to this particular issue. But if you were in the shoes of these young people who took JAMB and failed, and then you come out and tell me, or we tell you, hey, people, it's due to a technical glitch, what would you have done? If you were in the shoes, again, for everybody in the comment section, if you were in the shoes of these young people who took JAMB, and then they came out to tell you that it's a technical glitch that you failed, what would you do? What would you do? Let's see the comment in the comment section while we ask and start with Jacinta. Jacinta, fire on.
Well, if I were to be in their shoes, this is not really a good start, because I can see the way when these children want to sit for this JAMB, the happiness of going to the university is always there. Some of them, they read, they don't even sleep. And then going to sit down there, sometimes even when they sit in the hall to write this JAMB, they don't even educate them, some of them, how to use the computers. Some of them just a formula, and not all of them that were privileged to go to schools who were taught how to use the laptop or even an iPad on how to punch. Yeah. So they just do it the way they are seeing the next person is doing. That's how they do it. So we're putting up of this energy. I remember taking all my kids for JAMB, and I know how I will sit outside, nowhere to sit. We'll sit down, and then at the end of the day, you come out. The next thing, then they're telling us that this is it. It's a huge disappointment. Honestly, Nigeria needs to do well. I think for me, this thing called JAMB should be scrapped out, and students should study and get ready to make their A's. From the A's, they need to take them to the university. I think this will really help, because the beginning of JAMB is the beginning of problem in this country. JAMB makes a lot of children don't go to university. Some of them, they get tired. And then for this man coming out to shed out some crocodile's tears, like somebody that doesn't have children at home, I believe his children must have finished. And you should have thought about that, coming to accept the mistakes on national television. They were all scripted. Nigeria has been playing with us, which is too much. I think it's high time. These children have lost it, and they're not going to do anything again till another year. There is nothing they will do. They only came out and cried, and there is no solution to it. Nobody told us anything. So it is huge. And then I think Nigeria needs to do something about it. The drama is becoming too much. So for me, it's disappointing, as in, for real, I'm not happy about it. So if I were to be in their shoes, I'll be happy too.
So all you will do is you will not be happy. Okay, thank you.
I fighting in this country, Nigeria, no matter how you want to fight these people, you will not win. Now, these people, there's nothing that they will do than to wait for another year. That young girl ended it unknowingly to her because nobody was there to guide her. There's no volume.
Jessica, I just asked one question. You don't give a picture of the
She will not do anything. That's what she means.
Yeah, she will not do anything. All right, thank you very much, Jacinta. So let's take a comment real quick, and then we'll ask Samsoft if he was in those people's shoes, what he would do, and we'll ask Olivia the same question. Ken wrote us a Bible, and he says, "There's a common culture."
He wrote us a Bible.
There's a common culture of anyhowness among many Nigerians, a lack of order, excellence, and intentionality. Sadly, the mindset of both the people and many of their leaders remain underdeveloped. These leaders can only reproduce what they know, a circle of mediocrity and incompetence. Over time, we've normalized and even celebrated this dysfunction, turning it into our default setting. The truth is, Nigeria is in the wrong hands, and until there's a shift in mindset and standards, we keep something. Please complete it. Facebook did not finish it for us. Okay. Covenant People Ministry says, "Sir, I will ask for free scores of 200 mark to all the JAMBites as compensation."
Thank you.
This guy is a criminal.
He's a criminal.
He's a criminal. You asked for 200 score. Okay. Olivia, since the camera is on you, what would you do if you were in those kids' situation?
Oh, honestly, the only thing I think I would do if I in like that age and in their shoe, I'll go to village for them. Because would you swear for them.
Would you be going to the village to relocate back to your village?
Exactly.
No, I will go to the village to swear for everybody. The JAMB, the Ogakotapata that is crying, the lecturer that was in the hall when I was taking the exam, the person that collected my paper, to swear for everybody. What else is there? Like Jacinta said, you can't fight in Nigeria because you can't win against them. Would I, if I'm in Nigeria struggling to write JAMB, would I have money? Do I have money to keep hiring lawyer to fight? No. So I have to do. I have to swear for everybody.
Okay, so Olivia says she will swear for everybody. Okay, thank you. So have we asked you?
No,
not
Please,
yet.
what would you do if you were in their shoes?
If I'm in their shoes, I will just ask for. I need to. The thing is that it's frustrating. First of all, because in a situation like that, I would not want to just go ahead and write the exam again.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Traumatizing.
Because it's just like it's like waste of time.
Yeah.
Because if you are in a situation whereby you wrote an exam, you prepared everything, and then all of a sudden somebody say, "Oh, we have a technical issue,"
Come and write it again.
and then come and write it. It's like something they worry you.
You see, that's why I was.
Do you know what I went through? I was like, no. Because you don't. For me to go and rewrite it again, I will not. If I'm in their shoe, I will not want to write it again with a situation like that. You know why? Because it's like the fear of it repeating itself again will be there. So I'm sure most of those children experiencing it now will be afraid to go and rewrite it. Maybe before, usually it takes a year for you to come back and write it again. So by the time the year goes by, maybe they will, come out of it and then get someone courage to rewrite it again. But at that moment, in your mind, you don't want to take it again. Because you don't want to go through that drama, that trauma.
Okay. Thank you very much. So Samsoft
will give up.
You will just give up. You're not going to school.
I will just forget about it because guess what? As a matter of fact, most of the time you focused on this the school, you are doing a lot of work, and the time is passing, and then it's like wasting of time. Time is costly because you can use that time to develop yourself, to improve on certain other things or skills of life.
Okay. Thank you. So for me, if I was in those kids' shoes or those children's shoes or those people's shoes, what I would do is I would gather fellow people that all of us fail together and we'll do a class action suit.
Suit?
Yes,
suit
sir.
in Nigeria.
Yes.
How will you win the suit?
Because you are not the only one.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of people with you. You can sue JAMB and demonstrate until the court grants you what you want.
So what is it that you are going to want? They pass all of you?
No.
Okay, or rewrite the exam?
Oh, no. Not just that.
So what are you
So what are you going to do?
Can I say something, sir?
I'll let him finish because I'm interested in this.
Because
suit.
like you said, when you take them,
in
the suit is for what are you going to benefit from it?
To give
Because
you
you
your
want
money back,
because you want to
or
benefit exactly.
just give you a pass mark. And how will you go about locating all the other students?
No, that one is
are in the
easy.
same-
To locate other students could be
They will
easy.
not release their information.
No, you can just come out and say everybody come out.
Everybody come out.
Exactly, everybody come out.
But tell us how you will go about this your suit.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to continue saying what I was saying before you rudely interrupted me. But the way I'm going to go about it, you guys have already actually figured it out already for me. You are going to come out on social media and tell people, well, if you know you wrote JAMB between this time and this time, come out, let us talk about it. Or send us a DM or this. I will hire people that will get all these people together in one place. And when that is done, after that is done, we will gather ourselves and form a class action suit. There is something called a class action suit. A class action suit is not just one person. It's plenty of people combined together, where you come together to sue whoever you want to sue.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I sue, what I am going to be demanding for is compensation for my time, the emotional torture, the emotional trauma, and then the failure where I fail. I need to see my exact script. If I cannot see that exact exam that I took, then JAMB should just give us a flat score of 700.
Samsoft, it be like say this your brother has been in this country for way too long. Are we talking about the same Nigeria? In Nigeria, you want to do all these things, just explain. Do you know the average students that take JAMB? Do you know what they go to even find money to pay for the exam? And you want them to gather and do class action. Class, what's it called that class action? Hey, you know they laugh. Because you are confusing us now. Is this the same Nigeria we are talking about? You have been in America for way too long. Samson, he say emotional torture, emotional stress. If you like the emotional, what's it concern Nigeria?
When you use the word saying, this is your brother. You don't take for America.
He's been in this country for too long. He doesn't know what he's talking about. In Nigeria, even the people that have good
there was one word he said. He's using his present state to judge it. He said, I'm going to raise. I'm going to. There was one word you used like
Emotional
no. The
stress.
money, but he's going to pay. I'm going
Compensation.
to pay some people. My mind
I
is
mean,
like, you are damn broke at that age. At that age, you don't have money.
You don't even know whether it's Pompon that they went to carry to raise money to go and sit for the exam. And you want
Show
to
your
raise...
face. Show your face when we are talking to you. Show your face.
Hey, see me miracle.
Jessica,
America is changing.
Yes, sir.
you sit down there.
Why you sit that quiet
You
like
sit
that?
down there. I quiet, you quiet. These two. They here, the last me.
You are the one that made...
This one, the last...
You make us laugh now.
This one, they run mouth
What
anyhow.
are you saying?
I am
Like,
surprised.
You want to ask for
yeah, wait, let's
compensation.
just sit down.
Let's talk.
I am surprised because this too much of the new pope that they brought to America has allowed some people to speak Latin to the extent that they forgot Nigeria in a hurry. And saying,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking some commercial break. We'll be right back.
What's popping, beautiful and handsome people? You already know it's your girl, Pretty Yanni, and I'm the host for Hot Set with Pretty Yanni. You're now tuned in and listening to Chat Room with Max. Enjoy.
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. So, you want to say something else? Okay, we'll be taking another commercial.
Hi, so glad you are here with us today in Chat Room with Mex. I am Kay and I hope you are having fun. Please subscribe, like, and lastly share. We need to let the world know what we are enjoying here today in the chat room. Now let's go back to the show.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So we've been talking about this whole JAMB situation. It's just too much. It's just too much.
Oh yeah.
So we have some comments coming in. Let's take some comments. Ken says, my sister was still in SS3 when she enrolled me into JSS1. Funny enough, years later, due to a nationwide cancellation of the JAMB exams, we both ended up for JAMB on the same day.
See? This is
the best.
This JAMB has been jamming people long time ago.
Yeah.
They need to scrap it for real though.
Okay.
It should be scrapped.
JAMB must go.
Covenant people says, Samex, that will not work because the government will buy ring lights for one or two people. The lawsuit discussion will end.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, I don't know. You don't have peace in your country.
Faith. Spell faith. Spell that faith.
You know, at another level.
Class
Next at another level.
Campbell is even saying ring light. Ring light is far. 1,000 naira. Everybody will scatter. You will be looking at only yourself standing there.
Jessica, go ahead.
Nigeria is one of the country when Minister Mex was talking about suing the country. A lot of cases have come out that even when the people come out and cry, if you talk about what about the woman that lost her child in the midst of this, Nigeria has never said anything concerning it. Even when this man came out, he only cried, and then we saw tissues upon tissue. They started clapping. Understand what is that? They don't have empathy.
But that's a good point too. You see, they were clapping for him crying.
They were clapping for him crying. No.
This is weird.
My guy was crying and they did
emotional.
clapping.
When they come
How do you clap for somebody that is crying?
when these young boys might even come out to protest, police will use tear gas and send them back home. So there is so much happening. Like the first comment that said, Nigeria is in the wrong hand. I am not going to put allegedly there. The country has turned upside down until these wrong people are being sent out of the seat and a new government takes place. Then we know where we are. For now, we are where we are and where were we, because we don't even know where we are. Nobody's talking about it. Nothing has done about it. It's not that we are in a country where when these things fail, these children can get some kind of handwork jobs. that they are learning to be doing while waiting. No, they become nuisance running on the street. Some will steal, some will join SK, all of these things. So where will the change come from? Should I say it's only God that is going to help us? Well, maybe people will say we call God every day, but that is the only source we have.
All right. Thank you, Jacinta. Thank you. Thank you very much. We do agree with you. Let's hear what Arise News Ojenika and had to say about this, because she was having some comments. I'm reading some comments. Let's see.
Tweet. He wrote, "My thoughts are with Nigeria's children who face mental trauma from their nation for wanting to sit for an exam. The JAMB exam is pivotal for every Nigerian child, determining higher education and future opportunities. Students spend a year preparing with extra classes, coaching, and pressure from parents, schools, and peers. Imagine the emotional roller coaster they've endured. Anxiety before the exam, stress during the exam, shame for failing, depression. Now, what do they feel? Relief? If Nigeria were more organized, these children would receive psychological evaluations before being asked to rewrite an exam. They were told they failed due to no fault of theirs. We have scarred these children and the nation. If a child fails to resist, will they accept the result? Will parents not claim the entire process is now fruits of a poisonous tree? These kids need strong counseling. I pray parents, teachers, guardians, and state governments provide this emotional support. Children are too young for Nigeria to happen to them." And, I think Kalu Aja's tweet is quite apt, especially,
This is very, very real, very, very true. The emotional trauma caused by this is just ridiculous. Very, very, it's too much. And I am so angry at what happened, because it's not about even just about what happened. Accidents happen, right? Things can happen to anybody anytime. But what annoys me the most here is when they come out to cry and then say students will retake it again. As if these students did not read. So they expect students to read again and then retake the exam again.
When you read, even when you read, like you do the first one, you read so well, went to take extra lessons, and you see your result poor. And then you come back again, summon courage by yourself, write it again. Same thing happened. But the next time you are trying to write this exam again, you'll be shaking.
Yeah.
Even when you are writing the exam. The fear, even when you prepare yourself at that point, the fear of failure will come because you have received, I prepared, what was I doing wrong? You were doing nothing wrong.
And then guess what's unsolved? Those kids that are now afraid of failure will eventually also fail again. And when they fail, JAMB will come out and say, "Oh, so it wasn't even a glitch."
Yeah, that's Nigeria.
Yes, Jacinta.
Know that JAMB, the registration of JAMB is 3,500 for every child, 7,500. When you pay this 7,500, there's a particular amount that goes to the people working in JAMB office. The amount that gets to the JAMB district is 1.5, and then you pay another when you get to the center to print out. You are paying 2.5. You are paying another 2.5. You keep asking questions, and I will tell you that some of these children will need to hawk pure water in order for them to gather 10,000 naira that they will take to JAMB office. It's not still okay.
And then speaking of the centers, Jacinta, most of those centers looked like they are dangerous to even go. Some of them, when they want to write the exam, you have to take a boat, canoe.
Exactly,
to write the exam.
Exactly.
Sometimes they have accidents on the way.
Kuje here. There's a center in Kuje. There's a center in Masaka, Orozo, Karishi. These places are outside, outskirts. So it depends on your environment and we are center force. And let me tell you, to go to Kuje here, both from my place to Kuje, is over 15,000. And the child, when you go there, the parent go, you first batch, your batch you be on the third, then you will have to wait for first, second before you are sitting down in the sun. There is nowhere to sit. My 3 kids, I went with all of them, so I understand what I'm saying.
Wow.
And
wow.
You will need to pay another 3,500 for you to collect the result. You will print this one and print this one and print. Before you know, you spend another 6,000 naira.
And then they will still tell you that you fail.
They will still tell you that you fail.
Yeah, it's very dramatic.
That's too much.
That's
too much.
I give admission
students, parents. It's too much.
Not even the school. JAMB will first of all give you admission first. Then the school will acknowledge it.
No wonder somebody wrote on the comment section that this is a scam, and it looks like a scam.
Oh yeah,
it's been a scam for a very long time.
Yeah, they need to scrap it out, and then do all the universities should set up something like they are the ones should be writing the exam. Look at this, my guy.
Air flight 121, Air flight 121, departing to Lagos.
The guy not already the verse for JAMB already.
All right, welcome, Mr. Stanley.
Stanley, don't they provoke?
Mr. Stanley, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Welcome to the show. Been a while.
Thank you so much. Good to see everybody.
Welcome, Stanley.
You're coming in cruising on an altitude of we don't know.
1 million miles above the sea level. Welcome on board.
Thank you so much, Sam and Max.
Welcome. Yeah. So we were talking about this whole JAMB situation, right? I know Samson was saying something before you joined.
Yeah, I was saying that they should scrap JAMB out, and the universities should be, setting up the exams themselves.
Yeah.
And then so it should just be one exam, which is the WAEC. WAEC should be the criteria to university, not this JAMB. This JAMB is just like it make you spend extra time, old age before you get to the university, and then a lot of trauma. And then by the time the person is ready to go to school, you have gone through a lot of headache. And so I think JAMB should be scrapped.
You know how many students actually give up and just go like no more school because of JAMB? After sitting 1, 2, 3, like, you know what, I give up. Maybe I'm not just meant to go to school. And that's the truth. The JAMB is the actual problem.
And they must have lost a lot of great genius
because of that.
Because of JAMB.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's take this comment before Mr. Stanley jumps in. Ken says, before I take this comment, Mr. Stanley, what do you think about this whole JAMB situation? If you were in the shoes of those kids, what would you do? Do you think the apology of the leader of JAMB when he came out crying was good enough? Do you think that was good enough to satisfy or pacify the parents of the girl, the young lady that ended up offing herself because she failed that JAMB? What do you think, sir?
Well, it's an unfortunate situation, and this conversation has been going on all week, and I've talked to a few people about it. Personally, I think that now it's unfortunate that Nigeria is the kind of country it is, and how we get this Stockholm syndrome and never move away from things that have left wherever they came from and where other countries have left for so many years. This JAMB situation is pathetic in the sense that nothing that they have done is satisfactory. Now, let me start from here. If I were to be a parent in Nigeria, I would have formed a class action lawsuit against them.
Thank you! Thank you very much! Thank you. I said it, and all these people, all of them, look at their faces. All of them, they're just they laughing. Thank you. Thank you.
That's the way to go. Look, there are class action lawsuits from different quarters. The parents can have a class action lawsuit. The students themselves can file a class action lawsuit. The schools can file a class action lawsuit. Even the professors can file a class action lawsuit. JAMB is in a big mess. And yes, class action lawsuits work. They work very well. And you know the beauty about class action lawsuits?
What country?
Everywhere you file it, yeah, Nigeria is the way it is, but it will work. Yeah. It doesn't go that easy. Yeah. And the reason why I say so is it's an obvious case. If this was some kind of case that didn't affect too many people, then you would say yes, they could pay one or two persons and have the judge throw it out of the window. No, this thing can get to Nigeria's Supreme Court.
Yeah, like I can ask a question. Okay, what are you filing, and what actions for what? What are you?
What will your suit be based on?
Based on is it? Do you want to scrap at JAMB, or you want something money back?
The list is endless. I can give you a plain sheet of paper and ask you to write anything you want. A class action lawsuit, and they will put it there.
No, the one you want. I'm talking about like the one you're going to be seeking at.
Personally, I will file a class action lawsuit for emotional trauma, number 1. Number 2, wrongful act. Number 3, compensation. Number 4, JAMB to be thrown out of the window. Number 5, what do you call it? Before they throw it out of the window, the government would compensate me and everyone that's on that lawsuit. Remember, class action lawsuit is not one person filing it. I could start a class action lawsuit, and every JAMB candidate who's interested nationwide can join in on the class action lawsuit.
Oh yeah, tell them.
And then you're going to win in the country.
Oh yeah. Well, yes. Even if they challenge it at the lower court level, it goes on to the appellate court. It goes from there to the Supreme Court. These kind of things don't go that easy. It's too obvious. The point is, it is too obvious to ignore. If it's one case that affected maybe just a tiny one secondary school or 2 secondary schools, then yes, you could say there's a good chance that the government or the judicial system will throw it out of the window. But something like this, it's hard to throw out. It's too obvious. And
so you think somebody has not come up with this idea many years from now? And why have they not,
well, again, do they know?
They don't know.
Because do you know why you know? You are in the United States.
No. In Nigeria, they do class action lawsuits, my brother, in Nigeria.
So why you say they don't know?
No, I'm saying the parents, JAMB.
The parents, they don't know that are affected now. Do the class action
lawsuit. Is it the parents that we're going to do it, or the students?
The parents will initiate it.
Anybody can do it. Yeah.
In fact, I won't be surprised if they've started it now. There are lawyers that will even go to parents and say, we will file it on your behalf. And you know the beauty about class action lawsuit is you don't have to pay for it.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to bring a dime out of your pocket. You work it out with the attorneys or the law firm or whoever it is that they will gladly take the case up, fight it up to the end. And when you get your compensation, you start talking about what the cost is. Yeah. So that's a good place to start. You can't let this thing just drop. The tears of the man is not enough to do
that class action.
Sally, thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. I do before you joined, I was actually saying for everybody that wrote that JAMB, I would advise that they do a class action lawsuit.
Everybody should get in on it.
Everybody should get in on it because it's not fair. You can't come out and just cry and expect me to let everything go and go through the trauma of
So many things are not fair in Nigeria.
And you know why it is very serious? Because a life was lost also.
Oh, yeah,
that life that was lost, that family has a lawsuit already. Should have a lawsuit already prepared, if not filed by now, against JAMB. even against the Ministry of Education. Look, this thing is big, oh my guys.
It's
I don't
big.
know.
And a lot of
How
people don't know
serious
that
this
it's
thing
big.
is. If I file a class action lawsuit, not only will I ask for the JAMB registrar who was crying there to be thrown out, I go ask for the Minister of Education to be tossed out.
Oh yeah, all of them.
I
All
can
of them
ask
should
for
go.
a lot from this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, Mr. Stanley, you can ask, but will it be given to you?
It will.
You know, this is not
How do you-
case,
how
so
do you-
ask and it
how
shall
How
be
do you
given unto
know
you.
it will be
No,
given to you?
because
You get
In a country
get-
called,
Ah,
in a
we
country
are talking,
called
we are talking about
Nigeria.
Wait now.
Nigeria. Oh.
Wait
This is the
now.
same Nigeria that
I know.
up until today, what has happened to all the victims of NSAS?
I know.
They say they do class
Those in,
action.
don't forget class action lawsuits.
That one
don't-
is even too
Okay.
far. What about the person that won the election?
Wait now. Class. You see the judges. The judges and those in authority now, are they going to be there forever? No.
They will not be there forever,
Class-
but now that they are there,
Wait
now
now.
that
Let
they
me
are
tell
there,
you. Let me tell you something.
advocate.
Listen now.
You are your class action.
Okay, hold on there. You see, this thing is about knowledge and awareness. If you know these things,
Yeah, it's good for them to know about it.
class action lawsuits don't end in 2 years, may not even end in 3 years, may not
It's a
end in
long
5,
time.
may
Yeah.
not end in 10 years.
Eat no light,
Huh?
no food, no light, no water. Then it doesn't end.
Okay.
In
Okay. Hold on, guys. Hold
And
on,
you want
guys.
people to wait 2
Hold
years,
on.
3 years for.
It takes that
After-
long.
I'm
man,
telling
to
you,
start.
Stanley,
They
listen,
don't
Stanley,
want
I'm
to-
telling you, after 6 months of people waiting and no results, one person will offer them 1 Congo of Gary and they will drop out of the lawsuit. Is it not?
Offer who? Offer who?
Oh.
the one, the
All the
two.
candidates that you gather together,
Exactly.
it's only 1 Congo of rice that they will
Exactly.
give them.
Only one
And
Congo.
No, you see, hold on, Max. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Congo.
Put me on the screen there 1 second for a minute.
Okay.
Hold on, guys.
Okay.
Let me tell you, I want to disabuse this kind of thinking.
Oh.
Right? I really want to disabuse it because that's why we are where we are today as Nigerians.
Tell them.
We just think that these people have that kind of power that they can do this. And when they hear us talk like this, it gives them the energy to continue doing this thing with impunity, thinking that nobody can do anything. Look at them. Look at what they are saying, that after 6 months, if we give them small thing, they will forget. Guess what? They will try it. They will go and try it. That's why they are doing what they are doing. Tinubu is there today because we did not push.
Yeah.
If we had pushed, he will not be there. Remember, when they were going to give the verdict of the case, the Supreme Court, what did they do? They were afraid that Nigerians were going to come out en masse and tear the place down. Did
Yeah.
Tinubu not jump on his plane and run to India where he was not invited to?
Hmm.
Did the Supreme Court justices who were going to give the verdict, did they come to court to give the verdict? They did not. They did it remotely from their homes because they were afraid that the people were going to come out, where all the ministers and those involved, they all took flights and left Nigeria. But when they heard Peter Obi say, calm down, everybody, don't do anything, and they hear statements like Milady here is saying that, oh, no, if they give one person small money, everybody will drop off.
No,
That's exactly why we get to where we are.
Okay.
We need to let them know that we know these things and we can stand on it until we get it. And guess what? Now, one drop. Now, water they take fall for grinding stone when you take the crack them open. It doesn't happen in one day. If you get the issue.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Stanley.
That was
I do. That was very
powerful.
That was fine. That was good.
educational,
That was good.
you know. For everybody live on TikTok with us, welcome to TikTok. This is actually Chat's Room, first time ever on TikTok. You're welcome to the show. Today we're talking about the JAMB saga and also VDM. What's up with VDM? Why are they trying to bring VDM down this fast? We've been talking about the JAMB saga. We've been asking people what they're going to do. We have a comment right now. Let's take this comment from our multi-platform. If you have a question on TikTok, please ask your question or let us know what you think about this whole JAMB saga and VDM, why people are trying to take VDM down. So the comment we have right now on the screen is from Ken Rollins. Ken says, The educational system in Nigeria is honestly a mess.
Hmm.
I spent 7 years struggling through a 4-year course due to strike, only to graduate with a lower class degree. Yay! Now, wow. Frustrated but not defeated, I moved to the US. We moved. We jackpot to the US. Started all over again. And in just 3 years, I earned my degree with honors and was even given valedictorian. I even gave a valedictory speech at our graduation. Now, I keep asking myself, was I really dull in Nigeria?
Not at all.
Or did American system reset my brains? Or the system in Nigeria suppressed it? Suppressed the students. Now, he furthermore says, remember, say, monkey swallow 550 billion naira for JAMB office.
Exactly.
That's what
Nigerian and anyhowness. Now 5 and 6. LOL.
That is exactly what I was telling her.
I
was asking her to
on my
read
phone
before.
back in 2018.
Yeah,
when
so
they
you
came
were
out,
like,
it was actually 38 million.
I
They
was
said
gonna like
snake.
it.
I knew it was going to.
This one is even another one. This was the monkey.
Okay.
The first one was snake.
The first one was
Snake,
Now,
exactly.
2018, they said
okay,
snake.
Jessica, hold
Imagine.
on. We can't hear you if
38
everybody's
million.
talking. Your mic is not that strong. Okay. So let's take this comment, and then we'll hear from Jacinta. Ken Paramount says, class action is dead on arrival. The corruption is deep. I bet you burn.
They will burn down the
they'll
courthouse and say it's natural
and say it's
disaster.
natural disaster. Okay, so this is what me I think, right? This is what me I think. I still think things. Some things can still work. So what is biting your body?
The country,
What is the country? What is the country? Samson, please tell us what is the country.
because like you turn this way. Like you see the comment by Ken Rollins now just got me, because it said you take it to the court, they will just burn down the court and say this natural disaster.
Case over.
You'll be thinking you are turning this way before you know. You think, oh, we are winning. Before you know it, something will just happen.
You have lost.
Hey,
What's happening in
that's why
what's happening in
That's why I
Nigeria
scream.
now? It's not something that is just starting. That's why I was smiling when Stanley was saying, because this thing has been.
When Stanley was saying it, it sounds so good. It's a good idea.
Hold on. Again, like I said.
Do you remember who Bola Ige was? Do you remember why he died?
And I will tell you why.
Only
I know Bola Ige. I know how he died. But let me tell you why. Listen, it's because we are too quick to let things slide. We are too quick
Because we don't have time.
No, you see, that's why we're making the mistake. We don't. It'd be like this. So they burn court down. Did they burn your brains down? Those cases. Yes, the building was burnt down, but we're going to go back and revisit it. We're bringing it back. We're going to put it back on the table and start from where we stopped. It's because we let these things go. We just think in Nigeria that it is impossible, that these corrupt guys are too crafty. The reason why they are crafty is because we, the good ones, we are keeping quiet. Remember, they say that for evil to thrive anywhere, it only takes the good ones to be silent. That's the only way.
And you know what? They know how to make the good ones silent.
That's what they will silence you, even if you don't want to be silent. Nigeria.
Because let me tell you why. Because they are old. You know, you call it old cargo in corruption is inside of them. They know the inside, the outside, the upward and the downward of corruption. They know when you go this way and they will smile. They will corner you from the other side because they've been inside for a long time.
We cannot remain this way and keep Nigeria.
We don't want to remain this way.
Mex, I sent you a document just now on WhatsApp.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
If you see that, read through that document. It will tell you why we are where we are today. That's a conversation I had with someone here who worked with the CIA, and his assignment was Africa. He's been everywhere in Africa, and he was telling me that there's a book also that was written with this same thing. As he was saying it, I put my phone on. Sam, you remember that record thing that we talked about on the
Yes.
phone? I set it up to record and recorded every conversation with his permission that I had with this guy. That is the playbook. That is why we are where we are. It's not because we cannot change. It's not because Nigeria or Africa cannot turn around and be better than Singapore, not even America. The reason is because the people are just quiet. We don't take action. And I'll end with this one. I met one of my senators here, not there is 2 years now. And when we're there for airport, they want body plane leave. So I walked up to him, it not be like Nigeria where you do, oh, Honorable, Your Excellency, what do they call them? All those names they give them for Nigeria. Over here, we talk to them and call them by their first names. He was at the gate waiting for a flight. So I walked up to him, Senator Warnock. Thank you for what you do. You hear my accent? He goes, where are you from? I hear an accent. I said, Nigeria. The man can shake head. He said, oh, wow. Such a great country. Such a great country, but in so much mess. And I rebutted back to him immediately. And I asked him, why do you say that? And the guy said, it is you, the people. You allow them to do all of that. That's why corruption has its roots in your nation, off quote. So now we, until the day when we decide, say enough is enough. This guy's not get that kind of power. There'll be one man.
Can I just say something?
Before
you have the question, let me ask.
I'll end with this one. I'll end. Sam, give me one.
That's another one. Okay. I will remind you we're going to end with
it. Different ones.
Yeah.
220 million people being subjected by 100,000. Let's go back and rethink.
Okay, now these 200 and something million people, their personality, they have lived in the lifestyle of corruption that even they themselves, they're corrupt subconsciously. So if the people that are even trying to fight corruption subconsciously are corrupt, it's going to be difficult because their personality is corrupt, even from the airport. Even though that one that is mad at the president is at the airport collecting bribe. He's upset at the president. The one that is upset at the president is somewhere ripping somebody off because it's inside of them, their personality. So this corruption we're talking about and this thing we're talking about, if all Nigerians can sacrifice that thing and say, pull it out of them, because who is the president? The president is from Nigeria. He's from the ordinary person that become a president. All of a sudden, he got to the presidency. He's now beginning to do what all others are doing. So it's a personality disorder.
Sorry, I don't see that in any DSM-5 diagnosis. We don't have that in our profession. That's not a criteria for diagnosing personality disorder. You said bipolar what? Bipolar what?
Bipolar.
No, it's not bipolar anything.
Let's just diagnose.
But yes.
Let me ask my question.
Okay, Olivia, ask your question. Go ahead and ask your question.
My question is for Stanley. See, everything you've been saying, I agree with everything completely. But this is my question. All these, the people, who are these people we are talking about? Are you talking about the same Nigerian people, the same people that the government are using against themselves? The same people that they pay a set of people to go and create crisis in another neighborhood before election, and they will go. Is it the same people that they will collect money from one person and stand against another person, even though they know that person is in the wrong? Is it the same people where two market women, because they have shop near each other, one is doing juju because the other one is making money? Are you talking about these same people? Because I'm just asking, because Nigeria, like some soft just explained, it's not only just the government. Everybody is corrupt. The people that you are talking about, that if the people speak up, even the people self, they don't have the voice to speak up because what they will speak, even you, Mr. Stanley, you will not like it. Nigeria, it's like it's in the bone of everybody.
No.
Because if you talk, okay, who wants to die?
No.
That's
Okay. Let me answer your question.
Everybody left and right. This VDM we are talking now, how many things has he done? Where has he start? They don't pursue him now. So who are the people that want to
let me answer you.
Okay,
See, everybody you mentioned, the list and class of people you mentioned, those are not the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about those that are not compromised, and we have them in Nigeria. Everybody in Nigeria is not who you're talking about. There are good people. There are those whose hands have not been soiled, who are waiting to find somebody that's like them.
Thank you
that
for the
will find
leadership.
somebody else that's like them, and they will group. And when they come together, they can tear down the whole crop of these bad people that you mentioned. So all Nigerians are not bad. There are good Nigerians there. They just need one or two persons that think like them to come together. And I bet you, it doesn't take a huge crowd to pull down this mountain. We just need a few of them that have the conscience, the thought, and the goodwill of what Nigeria should be. Those are the ones we're looking for. I'm not looking for this crowd that is compromised out there, those with the loudest voice. No, I'm looking for those that are quiet, that are in there, that think that their voice has been subjected, but they really don't know that they have the power, that if they speak out, they could be louder than the guys that are on the street that take this money from these politicians. Those are the ones I'm talking about, not these ones that are compromised. Those that have sold their souls out and compromised and accept money from the people they are out. You talked about VDM. VDM is one man. You tell me, if we have 10 VDMs in Nigeria, do you think Nigeria will be where it is today? Do you think there's a possibility that Nigeria could turn around 180 degrees? And believe you me, there are more VDMs out there that have not come out yet. This one, of course, what we are fighting is not something you just come out and you do one or two and you get away with. No, it will take time, it will take pressure, it will take consistency. And we'll get there. So no, not those people you're talking about. I'm talking about those silent majority that we don't hear about. They are there. They are there in Nigeria. But they just haven't gotten that push. It's like a flame underneath a pile of rubble. And you look at the rubble and you think there's no power in it no more. It can't burn the bushes around it anymore. But there's a tiny flame underneath there until you pour gasoline into it and boom, there it goes. The whole place catches on fire. Those are the ones we're looking for.
You know, I just came back from Namibia.
Thank you, Bishop, for the gift.
Namibia, the church I went to minister, we have some government officials that attend that church. You could see them just like ordinary people. There's a minister, education, and there's also one of the senator was in that meeting. He was with me, and just like a ordinary, just a gentleman. And then the minister, honorable minister, she wonderful, humble. She was asking me about so many things regarding the politics in America. So it was the Americans. So I gave her some answers. She talked with me, like a normal person. You will see them in the stores. They go to the mall by themselves. Even the president of Namibia, she goes to the mall by herself. There's no like you see siren follow they go to the shops like ordinary people, because the individual, the people, they have a kind of lifestyle that makes it easy for the system to be able to adjust itself, because they don't have the corruption personality in their mindset. So it's easy to, like now, one of the ministers that took a little bribe, something like that, is spending time in jail.
So Samsoft, are you saying that some of this, one of the major reasons why we are having this issue in Africa, to be precise, Nigeria to be exact, is because of some of the extravagant lifestyle by the politicians themselves. Because I know some people keep saying that everybody is saying, oh, you guys should manage, but at the same time, those same politicians that are calling on people to manage, just like what the Senate president said when he went to for the Pope's late Pope's burial, where he came and said that Nigerians should learn to live according to their means and all of that, encouraging them that poverty is not a crime, that it's okay to be poor. You know, a lot of Nigerians came after him saying that, no, if you think it's okay to be poor, lose your wealth, lose the money you're making. So do we think that these politicians are actually the ones encouraging or actually in charge of the corruption in the country? Because for this whole JAMB related situation, right, where they said it's a glitch and they made a lot of students fail, or they failed a lot of students, I'll put it that way, and it's not alleged because their boss came out crying. Do we think that also has a part, politics has a part to play in it? Do we think politics has a part to play in it? Now, let's juxtapose this with VDM's situation, where VDM supported a guy that called out Sheyi Tinubu, the president's son. This guy came out to say, oh, he's the president of, I think, the National Union Students something.
Yeah,
article. Yes. Yeah. He came out saying that he was kidnapped. First of all, he was invited to a place. He was offered 100 million naira or something, and to support Mr. President Tinubu in the next election, but he declined the money. He said he wasn't going to do it, obviously because of the power he has with the students, right? So he came out doing a video showing everybody the bruise, the wound, and everything on his body. And he said that someone told him that the president's son was behind it, that the president's son said he can give an order for him to be taken out, offed, and after he has been taken out, he will instruct the commissioner of police to cover it up and nothing will happen. And if he doesn't do it, then that was what he said. He said that, we saw the video. Now, this guy came out on Facebook, allegedly, they said he came out giving, writing a statement that he apologized to Sheyi Tinubu, he apologized to this, apologized to that, saying that he was misinformed. After he apologized, he filed a lawsuit against the people he mentioned, right? And in that lawsuit, he mentioned Sheyi Tinubu. The police now decided to do an investigation and said they found him with guns. So DDS, allegedly, he's now in DDS custody.
Nigeria happened to him.
Now, Nigeria, we know Nigeria is happening to him, just as Olivia just said. But I want us to just watch a video real quick. After we watch this video, we will come in and say what we think about this particular state of injustice, because Mr. Sally is making a point where he's saying that it's important that we all, the fact is this, right? Africa, Nigeria would not change until we all do our parts. Until we do our parts, nothing will change. Like he said, we need a VDM in you. We need a VDM.
Yes, everyone frown at it. Everyone.
If one person is enjoying it and the others are not, it's still going to be corrupt. So let's watch
Sheyi Tinubu, straight to Sheyi Tinubu, and I swear to God, I don't care. You understand? Now, Sheyi Tinubu to the president's son. The truth be say, in this whole thing that your name is being mentioned, if to say an advanced country, by now you're supposed to the interrogation room. But I understand that the country's law does not work, and it is about who is more influential. But you see me, I will always talk. What is the worst that can happen? They'll come kidnap me again, use a mask, cover my face, I'll be blindfold, carry me, go drop from underground cell. That's the highest they can do. Or worst case scenario, wow, very that one don't go, another one will come up, because eventually I will still die. Do you understand? Now, Sheyi Tinubu, the reason why I'm speaking out, it is because of this guy. And at the year now, see this guy. Now, according to the story, allegedly saying they for DSS cell. Do you understand? And that's why I have a problem. This guy came out to make a very serious allegation that you are giving instructions to people that they should buy him, and if they buy him, you instruct the Inspector General of Police to clean it up. That is a very serious allegation. He also made mention of these people in this position: the Minister of Youth, the MD of NTA, the SSA to the President on Student Affairs, SA to the Minister of Defense, and one name called Laduja. Do you understand? Now, coincidentally, I was arrested by EFCC for some charges, and I'm out again. The day I came out was the same day they said the guy had apologized. No problem. From nowhere again, the guy filed a lawsuit against 3 people, and your name, Sheyi Tinubu, was still mentioned in it. Do you understand? I will read it, make everybody see it. Like I said, anything we want to make it happen. Now, as you can see here, people, it says between Comrade Atiku Abubakar Isa and number 1, the director of the Directorate of State Security Service, DSS, the director of NTA, and Mr. Sheyi Tinubu. Do you understand? Now, Sheyi Tinubu, another thing I want to let you know, for your name to even come in the mix of this whole thing, it is a shame and it is a disgrace that the president's son, we go using time to do something we go benefit the people. Now, this kind of thing, your name, they come up on. It is a disgrace and a shame. If nobody go talk, I go talk. I never chop any politician money for this country. I clean die. And I get the platform and I go speak up when somebody's right is being abused or when somebody's being oppressed. Now, the guy don't file lawsuits against you now. Somebody will come out to apologize, don't come file lawsuit. Next thing, with the year say the guy they lost. Next thing, with the year say allegedly say they see firearm for your hand. It is not fair. Abuse of power is clearly being in place some way, somehow. By who, I don't know. But until these people that have been mentioned in the guy's previous video, until they clear themselves, then this is rubbish. Wanna let the guy go. People are lucky Nigerians don't ask questions because they cannot put your name in something like this and you go see the waka and everybody don't forget about the thing. It's nonsense, bro. People should let the guy go. Whoever is holding that guy, let him go. If you said the guy is lying, make him go court. He has already filed the suit. If he's lying, you people have the money to afford the best stands. Take a stand here. Then if the guy they lie, then the guy will apologize. Or give him punishment for defaming you. But nobody say somebody talk something, the person go miss. Then he say very soon, say miss, go miss. That's what it means. It means I go miss very soon. Yes, it means say miss, they go very soon. I feel the waka tomorrow now. They'll come frame me with something because I did talk. When I said the guy they lie, okay, yes, you people should prove it. Want to know what happened? They cannot come and make such allegation that you say me person, make the person and inspector, Inspector General of Police go clear the mess. And everybody did quiet about them. It's wrong. And like I said, it's a disgrace and an embarrassment that your name is coming up in something like this as a president's son. If anybody know if you talk, me go talk. I not fear anybody. Nobody life. My life not anybody hand. My life not go down the day. At the end of the day, worst case scenario, wow, you don't go. And this one, I want to tell all those Nigerians because I very that man. Because I hear that a lot. And anytime all these people when I know, all these big men won't advise me, they'll say these Nigerians are fighting for. If anything happens to you tomorrow, they'll move on. The Pope just died. When the Pope died, was the word on standstill? Everybody have moved on. There's a new Pope. There's nothing special about very dark man or any other human being on earth. Jesus Christ, bye, everybody don't move on. Like name of the year. Michael Jackson, one of the most famous name wherever enter this world. He buy everybody move on. Yalla buy everybody move on. So there's nothing special. When people say that, I always wonder why people are so dumb. Because it sounds dumb.
Right.
Now the talk where they bring to make everybody fear. Hey, if anything happens to you, Nigeria will move on. This and that, everybody will move on. Even if the president said buy today, everybody will move. Even if Donald Trump buy today, everybody will move on. There's nobody on this earth where will buy where the world will stand on the pause. What is wrong is wrong. My fear is for 2026, 2027. That's my fear. Anybody will talk during that period, boom, they will move you. The allegations the guy made are very strong. Clear your names. He said, when I won't give 100 million to support Tinubu, he said, no, they do. And because he's in charge of a lot of students across Nigeria, and as the president of those students, you people know that he commands some form of legion. Next thing, Peter Maras and recording nakedness, according to him, then the blackmailer. His friend also came out to say, yes, they saw Sheyi Tinubu there, and he told the manager of West Scouting that the manager of West Scouting should not let them do their events there. All these things are allegations. I know they're there. I am not there. My analysis are based off on the allegation that was made. So what do you need to do? You clarify.
Okay.
I beg. And to DSS, when I be big name, when I fit do and undo for this country, when I get spy, when I fit catch anybody for this country. My only thing I want to say to you people is this: back in the day, even me myself, we won't join DSS. Back in the day, because of what we know DSS for. DSS will only move you when it concerns the piece of national security. That's when we know DSS they move. You know, if you see DSS nowadays, they will say.
Okay, let's stop right here, right? So you guys can see how annoying this particular situation is, right? This is so annoying that at the rate at which injustice is so prevalent, it's just too much. So now, with this particular case of VDM talking about this guy that was allegedly arrested wrongfully, and the whole situation now in Nigeria, what do you guys think, or how do you guys see 2027 playing out? What do you guys see year 2027? Who do you think is going to be the president in 2027? This is hilarious, man. So
we don't even know who's going to be running against him.
Okay, why?
We don't. There's nobody looking like nobody's coming out like he's going to be running against him yet, though. Except maybe Peter Obi will want to come and run again. So that would be a good.
I don't think that man wants to come back.
He should come and
I don't
run.
think he wants to put himself through that. I don't think
Peter will want to go through that.
I don't think he wants to go through that again.
Mr. Stanley.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
You know, it's unfortunate. It goes back to what I said initially, and I'm just seeing this video, this VDM's video now. But he said it all. He said it all. The take home in everything is the people. Until we get tired, and say we are tired of being tired, this cannot
Enough
continue.
is enough.
Enough is enough. Until we get to that point, these guys will keep doing what they are doing because we are quiet. They won't stop. And do you know the funny thing? Max, you were asking a question just now. It is not corruption in Nigeria. The Nigerian, I don't like to call them leaders because they have not displayed any atom of leadership qualities in them. It's not there. So nobody there's a leader. They are just privileged to be occupying the offices of leadership, but they know nothing about leadership. So it is not them. Again, maybe next time we'll talk about, read that paper. You would get an idea of where this is coming from.
Yeah, we will.
It's not them, because those guys, they are afraid though. Let me tell you, you see all these guys, from the president down to the lowest guy in local government council, they are afraid of the people, but the people don't know that they are afraid of them. If they are not afraid, they will do what Sam Soft just described to us in his experience in Namibia, where the leaders, now those are leaders, where they can mingle with the people. And Sam, correct me if I'm wrong, were there guys with bullets, guns?
No. He was in the church with us, no security.
You see that? That's what I'm
He's
saying.
a senator, no police.
It tells you that they are afraid. If they are not afraid,
minister, one was a minister, one is a senator.
If they are not afraid, they will not have bulletproof cars. If they are not afraid, they will not have policemen with guns drawn, filled to the nozzle with bullets. If they are not afraid, they will not put bunkers around themselves. They know the power that the people have. And they know that the day the people decides to wield that power, it's over for them, including those in the West that are sponsoring them. It's not them themselves, my guys. Not be them. They don't have the power. They have this backing from the West. Now they give them backbone for them to do what they do so. If not, they will not do it. And also the fact that Nigerians are too quick to forget and move on is another reason. And I know why that is. It is religion. Religion has broken us down to nothing. This thing, it's like, what did they say here, according to one of my famous actors in Nollywood, Charles Inoje. Charles said in one of his movies that a lot of people, they waka like saying na fufu na dey up there now.
I knew that was about to be funny.
You know, and exactly that's what it looks like. We walk like we don't have this thing up there anymore. That's why they are clapping for somebody who is right in front of them, telling them that I messed up, that I don't have control over the office that was given to me. I don't know what's going on. That's why they clap for them. And don't forget, in religious circle and meetings, what is the one thing they do a lot? They clap. When your pastor is on stage insulting you,
even when the JAMB guy was giving speech and crying, they were clapping for him.
That's what I'm saying. Now the reason why they are clapping is they have been programmed. It's an auto program.
We need the Oscar.
It comes from church. It comes from church. When you are in church, any little thing, you are clapping. Clap your hands. Put your hands together.
Yeah.
Put your hands together. Put your hands together. It don't enter the brain. It's automatic. So even if somebody tell them there that you all are stupid and idiots,
they will clap.
They go clap for them.
You know?
They will applaud.
I'm telling you, until VDM said everything. He said everything. And it's a shame. You know, my guys, make I tell you one thing, right? I remember those days Sheyi is a young man. I remember when I see him as a young man with the papa, then when the father was governor of Lagos State. Small boy, you know, to come see say now he won't become tyrant to people when they older than him. It's just a shame. Look, Sheyi Tinubu has the ability to hold Nigeria in his hands.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Bigger and stronger than his father is trying to do. Sheyi Tinubu has the opportunity to get the entire Nigerian populace, if not all, at most 3/4 of the entire Nigerian population behind him in support, that he will not even run for governorship. He might even go for presidency and he will get it. He has the opportunity, but he's using it wrongly. He's using it wrongly. Look at his name being dragged in all this mess.
Allegedly, you don't know yet, because we didn't know if he was the one, because he has not come out to defend it.
I'm not even saying whether he is or he's not. Look, there is a way in what's it called? There is a way where you can turn bad news to good for yourself. You know, if I were in Sheyi Tinubu's shoes, oh my guys, I could flip this thing around in my favor, not against VDM. I could use and win the hearts and sympathy of the people. Turn everything around. And a given there is Nigerians are quick to forget. If I turn them around now, make good out of it, jump on this case. Who is saying this? Who assaulted you? Who's mentioning my name? Okay, listen, DSS, release this guy immediately. I, the president's son, is saying, release him immediately. That's not the only thing when he could take for the Nigerian youth to jump behind Sheyi Tinubu.
Where would they talk about that? You are now advising him how to confuse us the more.
No, listen to me. I'm not telling him to do that to win you and oppress you. I'm telling him to use this situation and get the positive energy out of it for himself and for the Nigerian people. He can make Nigeria even if he won't collect all Nigeria money put for his pocket, he can do it, but use it to do good for the Nigerian people right now and clear his name. That's all we are asking. Not me to use how many people you won't use DSS card?
So can I ask you a question, sir?
Go ahead, Jacinta.
Now, when you said Sheyi Tinubu will just come out, like what I say is like trying to how now they call this thing for English? Mr. Mess, help me with that English in Latin.
Okay, what you're trying to say is Latino umpunte.
You don't go ask a question.
What are you trying to say? I don't mind them.
There's this thing that, revised psychology, like trying to say that Sheyi Tinubu should play a revised psychology on us and like changing the narrative. And then I know by the moment he changes this, the whole people run to 2027.
Manipulate.
Another very dark man video, he said it. I don't want to run ahead of chat room because I know he had a lot to show us. But this is just a game. So to me now, what you are saying here, if Sheyi Tinubu happens to see this video, he might play this game of mindset, playing our mind because we are used to it.
Let me tell you the truth, Jacinta.
For someone to come out boldly and said, the president's son beat me and did this, even trying to cover it up and change the narrative, the game still remains and the fact still remains.
Let me tell you where, okay, I think I get the picture of what you're saying. Let me tell you where Nigerians are now. Nigerians are not looking for a saint or holy savior.
Mm-hmm.
They are just looking for somebody to just make the barest minimum available to them. And they don't care who it is. Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, anybody. They don't care. Somebody who can give them some relief. So even if he flips reverse psychology on you, if that gives the people relief, I don't think they will care.
Do you remember what happened with 4 girls? That the president's wife, Jonathan, Patience, came out. She was crying. She said, everybody come out, my fellow widowers. my follow this one, all of us come out. Are we doing this today? Nobody has heard anything about those children. Nigeria is one country who knows how to turn around and make their people feel bad and make their people feel as if they don't know what they are doing. Everybody just decrease for this country. Because when you want to talk about the truth, they make you look as if you decrease. So
And that's
the
now the game when they play with that. The question is, are you crazy? Will you really act that you're crazy? So if they come to make you feel like you're crazy and you know you are not crazy, what's your response to them?
You tell them I'm not crazy.
But you just sit down and tell, oh, that they make
Don't be
us
sad,
all
they
right.
praise. Now God that they praise. Oh.
All right. Clap for Samson.
Oh my God.
All right. So
all right.
You guys have made valid points. Body of Christ, welcome, Body of Christ. She says, I don't think asking them to let the guy out of prison is manipulation. Yeah, I agree with you also. I don't think it's manipulation. I think it's a strategy or tactics that would work, because you trying to hide, you can't make the guy disappear. That's the truth. You can't at this point. You can't make the guy disappear.
It's very obvious.
It's very, very obvious. So the best thing is just let the guy out, play a pivotal role in letting the guy out, make it be like, say, I am not involved in whatever I've been accused of. I just wanted to make the picture clear. I am calling on the DSS to, please intervene, the police and everybody intervene, and please let this guy go free, because we do not believe in kidnapping. And everybody.
Hold on. I didn't understand that they talk, madam.
And then the guy will like, foul.
Which guy?
No. Listen, let me tell you, we are sentiment. Nigerians are very sentimental people,
very, very,
and very emotional. Even though the guy knows the truth, the fact that Sheyi comes out to say, "Let him go. We are not in this." That guy go mellow down at some point. You understand me? So it's an easy way for Sheyi to clear his name. If Sheyi makes that statement, trust me, they don't carry erase his name come up from the case at that point. Okay. But we Nigeria, see, there are a lot of Nigerians, they pray to God every day for help. God intervene, and God, they give us opportunities to turn things around every single day, but we seem to miss it. We didn't miss every single one of them to turn things around. And until the day when we as a people decide to say enough is enough, this whole game will continue. And like my senator said, when you guys decide to speak up and push back, then your country will turn around, because you are so blessed with so much. And in the words of Steve Harvey, Steve Harvey said, Africa is a continent that doesn't have any business importing anything from anywhere, because we got it all. From human power to natural resources to weather to everything. It favors us. Until the day we realize that, we'll keep running around this hamster wheel.
I agree with you.
You see what I mean? It's auto-programming.
They have been programmed to clap.
Exactly.
They've been programmed to clap. Clapping is a natural thing. Body of Christ says, and ask them to conduct a thorough investigation. Simple. But that's thorough investigation. Because if you look at this Akpabio case, actually, Akpabio said he's going to step down so they can investigate, right?
Yeah.
He will step down so they can investigate. That's a very good move. I like that move. We all know what the outcome might be. But now, Before we go, everybody watching, thank you very, very much for staying this long. We appreciate you. Body of Christ, we see you. We see Ken. We see all
Body of
watching.
Christ.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Body of Christ.
Body of Christ, were you the one that took him to court to cut him open for the world to see? Try not to be taking people to court, okay? Body of Christ. So, now, I want you all, every one of y'all, to give one advice to the JAMB people that took that exam. Before,
JAMB people or the students?
To the students that took the exam. And then another advice to the people of JAMB. Jamming people in here. Advice to
JAMB officials.
And then advice to Shei Tinubu. So who wants to go first? Let's go. Let's go to Olivia.
No. No.
Okay, how about this? How about this? I will do Tinini Tanana Biko with the camera. Anybody can camera now.
You go.
I advise you to do. I don't want to start.
Technician, pick a person and let them go.
Olivia.
See, this is what we are talking about. Nigeria has just happened to be in America. I said I don't want it.
We clap for you now.
All right. My advice for the students, I say be strong. Get help to deal with this, whatever trauma that this has caused you and your family, because as much as we are thinking about the student, we are also thinking about your family that supported you through this whole thing, the mother that follows her child to the center and sat there in the sun all day, and then this happened. Be strong and, still have faith in that you can do it. Do not give up. Do not give up. If JAMB is not jamming, go and do NECO or GC. Do something else. Don't give up because of this. And to the who else? The JAMB officials, Abby. Those people. Now.
This is how you know people that didn't write JAMB. She said if JAMB is not jamming, you should go and do NECO. Of course, they're still going to write NECO. It is the
JAMB that
no, my point is for them not to give up. That's all I'm trying to say. They should not give up. Because
yes, we cannot hear you. Keep quiet.
My point is don't give up. Just try. Even if you have to wait till next year and try it again. Just
exactly.
Do not give up. And to the JAMB officials, especially this man that is just crying just now. All of you, please help help everybody, help yourself, help the students. Be, at least it's not only JAMB that is in Nigeria. Your case is too much. Snake swallow money, monkey swallow money. Now glitches and problem. Now, please change. If it's not working, abort it, kill it, bury it. That's it.
What's your language on national TV? You can't say it.
It's not people talking about their office.
You can't use
buy the JAMB office. Everything. All of you go and sit down in your house. For who do you want me to advise?
That's all. Thank you very much.
Tinubu, I don't have advice for that one.
Thank you very much. You have taken all the time that you have advised everybody.
Because you cut me in half now, and you were laughing at me.
Fine. Okay, Jessica, your turn.
Yes.
Well, to the students.
Hold on, first of all, before you go.
Just your mouth is shiny.
Before you go, Jessica. This is exactly what we are talking about, Nigeria. And you are here complaining about your people when you're here giving the same nonsense. You carry food, you were eating, you did not even invite any of us. And now you have oily mouth and you are opening your mouth.
There is love in sharing.
Anyway, let's go. Go ahead, Jacinta.
Okay, Sorry about that.
What did you eat?
Rice.
Rice without. All right.
Without meat. Don't worry.
Because she's a vegetarian.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
The students, we all know that our country has failed us.
They look for donation.
Now you will say she has wasted time, but that one that is cutting her off now.
When I have daddy and he's telling me that I'm looking for donation.
Jacinta, don't be distracted.
Now you will say she has taken all the time, and you are the one cutting her off now.
My daddy is distracting me. All right.
In this world,
Nollywood, come and take your.
All right.
I be Hollywood. I waiting in Nigeria.
Jessica, go ahead.
To the students, we know that Nigeria has failed us, and there is nothing we can do. Even though we try to fight, they will rather kill us the more. So my advice to these children is, if you can find any skill doing while waiting, that will help. That is just my advice, because the way Nigeria operates, they will still come out and still cry another part. Like my sister said, first money got stolen, snake swallow, monkey jump up that one. Now another, we will still another one. So it's better you help your life. If you want to jackpot, you are still young, you can jackpot. Then that is the only thing. And then to the JAMB office, the educational sector and all of that, you people can do better. I believe they travel worldwide and they see what other countries are doing. Even though if Nigeria is not releasing funds for that, it is time for someone or some people, like Mr. Stanley said, one body will arise, and because he or she knows the truth, but is waiting for another to cling with so that they can fight together to bring change. To Shei, Tinubu, well, goats cannot give birth to dog. So I believe those people, well, you should know that
Don't let them come and look for you.
you cannot kill, and you cannot frustrate everybody, and you want 2027 to be well. It might look like if Nigerians are not looking into the hope. The more you people are cooking, the more Nigerians are also cooking. There is going to be surprises. So if they like, they should keep on surprising us, dealing with our youth. The one will remain. We go use them. So we are not afraid. We have come to this term with them that at this point, all die, that die. So we are not afraid.
Thank you.
It's a clapping day today.
It's a clapping day.
Yes. I'm not hearing you.
You don't kick that thing.
Can you hear us well now?
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, Sally, can you hear us well?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
They don't off microphone us now.
She's used to it.
Jacinta.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for that wonderful speech.
Presentation.
We'll make sure it gets to the right department.
Yes.
Do it.
Now you
will hear of it.
Now you could Abuja. Where should you pick? And they pick you.
Don't worry, Jacinta. You are safe.
You see?
You are safe.
Abidjan.
Yeah, Abidjan.
It's okay. Don't worry. She's going to send donations.
You see?
She's going to send donations.
Okay.
Who will send donation?
You now.
Oh, of course, I will. But
good
don't worry,
job.
you are good. Nothing will happen. No shaking.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Stanley, sir, what advice do you have in 1 minute to the JAM people, the students, to the JAM officers, to Shea Tinubu at large?
Well, to the students, first of all, I'm sorry that you're going through this. It's a tough experience, but here's what I have to say. Make una not grieve for anybody. They can't do this to you and get away with
No grief for anybody.
Clap, clap, clap.
Thank you.
No grief for anybody.
I want you all to let them know that they messed with the wrong generation.
Gen Z.
Thank you.
Stop clapping.
There is something called class action lawsuit, and I'm sure you all know about it. If you don't know about it, go read about it. Thank you. I want you all to begin to look for.
This is something at the end of the clap.
Oh no, don't mess my flow. I beg. Don't mess my flow.
What is that? Why
I
would
want
do
you
that?
all. I want you all to look for good lawyers, or at least tell your parents to look for good lawyers to start a class action lawsuit against JAMB and the Ministry of Education. And in that class action lawsuit, I want you all to include there that the JAMB result of this year that they mismanaged and screwed up for you all should be totally scrapped. A retake should be scheduled for a later date. Number 3, I want you all to ask for a meaningful compensation. They have the money. Snake took 50 million of the money, Abi, and they have more. And I understand that this current registrar has saved a lot of money for JAMB. I want you all to file for a huge compensation because this event that happened messed with your minds, but do not allow the effect of it to take place. If you don't do it for yourselves, you all should do it for the young lady in Ikorodu that passed because of this mishap by JAMB and Nigeria. So please, do not let anybody tell you that forgiveness plays a role here. If you forgive, you have mortgaged your future, because whether you retook the exam yesterday or not, your performance is not going to be different. And I understand that there are reports of the same incident repeating itself with the retake yesterday. So they have to go back and scrap it, schedule a retake for a later day. It won't hurt, even if you miss this window. COVID came and a lot of things were put on hold, but we are back up to get again. So file a class action lawsuit, include these 2 aspects into it, and many more as your mind can bring up. There is a lot, it's a list that has been done to you. Do not let them think that they can take you for a ride. You are a stronger generation, you are more exposed, you have information at your fingertips. Use it. This is a good opportunity for you to showcase yourselves and to shine. To JAMB, the registrar, it's they say in problem solving, right, that when you want to solve a problem, if you know and identify that you have a problem, you agree that you have a problem, you have solved 50% of it. The remaining 50% is left for you to begin to do your investigation and come up with solutions. So for JAMB, here's what I ask. The apology is not enough, right? The tears are not enough. We want a comprehensive, detailed investigation to be conducted independent of JAMB. We don't want JAMB to do it. We want an independent organization to come and conduct an extensive and thorough investigation to tell us what happened, why it happened, and how it happened. And also, we want to know that company that manages that database, that does your uploads and whatever. We want to know who they are, and we want them dropped. And also, we need you to refund all monies paid by these students that took this JAMB exam. And for the retake, they are not going to pay for it. You, JAMB, will bear the cost. And finally, to Nigeria, I will add this one with this JAMB case. You see, there are situations that present themselves to us a lot of times to give us an opportunity to look deeply into our systems and begin to make necessary changes where we need them. This is one. The Ministry of Education needs a total and complete overhaul. It's being managed and handled by incompetent hands as we speak. So the Ministry of Education, this is to the federal government of Nigeria. If you mean well for the future of Nigeria, this is an opportunity that has presented itself for you guys to revamp and overhaul the Nigerian educational system from the top to the bottom, including the curriculum of what is being taught to Nigerian kids. It needs to be reevaluated and brought up to speed like the rest of the world has today. So the Ministry of Education needs to do a complete overhaul. And here's my own personal request added to it. I think the Minister of Education needs to resign and let somebody else take his office. Because when the onset of this started, he came out and made a very bogus statement without waiting for an investigation and a thorough oversight of what went on to say that the students failed because this new system that was put in place was meant to curtail examination malpractice, not knowing that it really has nothing to do with examination malpractice. It is the failure of you, the Minister of Education, and the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board.
Yeah.
This needs to be done. So
Sure.
that's for that. I personally request for his resignation, the Minister of Education. Finally, to Sheyi Tinubu, listen, man, this situation presents an
club.
You want to clap?
America,
This-
they order for somebody to resign.
Yes, I'm a Nigerian. I'm Nigerian. All right. And I ask for his resignation. That's the honor.
Ask and it shall be given unto you.
Now, to Sheyi Tinubu, listen, this situation presents a good opportunity for you to achieve whatever goal you are trying to achieve, doing what you are doing now. Come out with a statement, call for the release of this young man. Turn this thing around. Get the positive energy out of it and make it right. If you do it right, the support that you're trying to ramp up for your father for 2027, you may or might just get it. Keeping quiet and using the DSS to do more damage will not give it to you. It only digs the hole deeper and you sink far more. Oppression only lasts for a long time. I don't want to think and believe that these allegations against you are true, but let's assume they are not true. I still want you, Sheyi, to come out, speak, not through your PA or essay or whatever it is. I think it would be better for you, Sheyi, to come out, make a statement, and publicly request for the release of that young man. Start from there, and let's watch things begin to take place and stay away from any investigation that is being done. Clear your name, as everybody is requesting. I'll end it there. Max, I'm done if you guys are there.
Their voice are not here.
I think they got off the screen.
Oh, they're not here also. We got to clap this clap again. They're not here also.
Yeah.
Jessica, where's your clap?
Your sister don't put her clap since. She
Please,
never.
I give it an actual clap.
Yes,
Finally,
yes. Yes.
we are paying our bills.
We have a body of Christ. He's clapping too. Body of Christ today. They
They
clap.
clap. Oh.
It's a clapping thing.
All right. Samsung, it's your turn.
30 seconds.
Yes, mine is always very brief. For the children, I would say, according to the book of Proverbs, seest the man diligent in his business, he shall stand before kings and not mean men. So the only way you can survive in a place called Nigeria is diligence. Consistently. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep writing your exam. If you get tired of writing the exam, think of something else to write. Or think of something else to do. Because you cannot keep waiting on these old folks that refuse to change the system. You have to save yourself and think of something that is going to benefit you, and not just stick to that jam. I'm waiting for jam to keep jamming you. If the jam you to an extent, retire from the jamming and don't give them your money. Just go ahead and take care of yourself and don't give up. Delay does not mean denial. So keep fighting. You're young, so you have so much energy. So keep doing what you got to do. All right. And for the jam people, you are fired.
Amen.
Finish. I don't have any advice for you. I advise you, for all of you, to resign and close that company called Jam. Period. And for Bros Tinubu, Bros, what is his name? Sheyi Tinubu. Please, I beg you in a name that's above every other name, that you release that man, first of all, and stop using your position for the wrong thing. Use your position to empower your people. And guess what? That position God has given you is for you to shine. So use it wisely so that you can have something to look back to and say, yes, I did a good job. When my father was the president, I actually were able to help these people. So you are young, so use that heart, that position to be useful in terms of empowering these people, empowering the nation, and they will love you. So this is a good opportunity for you to, and you have the opportunity to do it. So go ahead and do the right thing.
What I don't do now.
You have to give
now on our donation extra
daddy.
clap. Now the extra one for donation. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So for me, this is what I have to say, right? All I have to say is this. A lot of times we tend to downplay the effect or the impact of mental illness. You see that country and every other country that you're in, someone somewhere is there depressed, there with anxiety and so many other things, right? May this girl so rest in peace. No one knows what was going on with her. Jam that jammed her might have just been that final stressor to push her to that edge. Now, to you who wrote Jam and failed, or Jam said you failed, and they realized it was a glitch, because the truth is, not all of you passed it well. Some actually did fail. But that glitch affected everybody, and that glitch is to be blamed. What I want to say is this. It's going to be hard to keep it moving because you studied, you did your best for this exam, and yet they gave you 103, 104. Some got 57. Maybe, allegedly.
Abba.
You know, some people figure 57.
You just might be that.
That person wrote only their name.
Sometimes.
Some had zero. Some had zero.
Yeah, some had zero. Some don't
Wow.
like their full name. Some even misspell their own name.
They even carried the election to that extent. Just like this guy that they gave only one. He said, even if he votes for himself, what about his wife and his children? They gave him only one vote.
So that means they're rigger.
Exactly.
Okay. But back on track, right? Muscle yourself back up. Get back on that horse. Life does not end just there. Ken said something on the comment session that I related with very, very well. And he was talking about the dysfunction of Nigeria and how until he left Nigeria, before he knew how smart he was.
They traumatized that boy.
Before he knew how smart he was. Yeah, this was where he said it. What I want you to do is don't give up. Don't. Just keep going. Stanley has given you an advice, wonderful advice. Sam Soft, Olivia, Veronica, sorry, Jessica.
Veronica. Vero. Just say Vero.
Why are you changing her name now?
Now my daddy. Don't worry.
Sorry about that.
Very wicked boy.
Sorry, we'll clap.
Okay, that's true.
He's crying. Let's clap for him.
He's crying. Look at it. Look at me again. Look at me again. Do it again. Look at me.
His eyes is actually red.
But what I want you to understand is you got this. Don't let it keep you down. Don't. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. For those in the JAMB office, I joined Samsoft, Stanley, to say, we're calling for your resignation. Samsoft said you are fired. I'm saying you are fired and we ask for your resignation. Because what you guys are doing, I don't know what you guys are doing in that office. As a matter of fact, your office is useless.
Closed.
Yes.
It's useless to Nigerians in general.
Period.
In general. And to prove that your office is useless to Nigeria in general, right? I want us to just, in fact,
which is why some people have been saying,
you know,
that
JAMB
should not.
Let's watch this together. Let's watch this together, just to show how useless your office is. You sent a spokesman, the same spokesman that came out at first to say that the exam was conducted right. There was no issue with the exam. It's just that students did not do well. Is the same person people sent to come and talk this rubbish on Arise TV. And I want to commend Dr. Abati for what he said. Dr. Abati, we love you.
Yep.
You know, sometimes you and the Rattles, but we love you either ways. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So just watch this.
Which is why some people have been saying that JAMB should not even be conducting examinations. Some people say JAMB will conduct its examinations. The universities will conduct their own examinations. That was the purpose of UTME. People cite the example of UCAS in the United Kingdom. They say UCAS is just a clearinghouse. It doesn't conduct examinations. So some people are saying, well, maybe the lesson from this should be for the JAMB to be remodeled further. What do you say to that?
Well, if you look at the number of applicants that we have in Nigeria vis-a-vis what UCAS handle and the spaces they have that they can play with, you will now understand why we do examination. And I've said this repeatedly, even today I've said it, that if tomorrow we are comfortable the way UCAS is comfortable, we will revert back to the clearinghouse function that we are supposed to be. We are doing examination because, for instance, you have medicine, let's say University of Ilori.
Stanley, you heard that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are supposed to be a clearinghouse, not an examination conducting
house
agent.
Yeah.
But they are conducting exams.
Or you have a carrying capacity of barely maybe 100, and then you have 10,000 people applying to Mercy University of Ilori. Of course, you can't have any other method that you will do than to begin to conduct examination to see how you can select them. But if, for instance, University of Ilori in a particular year, and they have their carrying capacity,
how you can select them, even if they pass,
you select them.
How you can select them.
Good point.
You have been left behind. let's keep going.
I don't have a place like where you register and to the certain amount of people that they want to pick, registration close. But they keep on collecting money for over 10,000.
Why would they close registration when they want to collect your money?
I'm saying this kind of thing, he needs to be fired and sent back to the village. Haba.
This is what we should be clapping for.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's keep going before we send him to the village. Let's So let's go. Technician, please continue.
City, for instance, 100. I'm not saying it's 100. I'm just giving an illustration. And then you have 80 applying to University of Ilori. They won't even do any examination and stuff like that. And then when you talk about post-UTME, there is nowhere in the world, if you look at the university, the tertiary institution system, when I mean university, I'm talking about the entire tertiary institution, there is no way you conduct admission and you say the institution will not have a say in who comes to them. They must also have a second layer clearing to say, okay, JAMB has done this thing. Let us also look at this and that. What post-UTME actually were the inventors, the people that established, came up with the post-UTME during the
which is why some.
Okay, let's just stop it right here, right? But this is what I'm saying. JAMB does not need to be writing exam to be giving people exams
at all.
You don't. Just do your job as a clearinghouse, because it makes no sense that you will collect money for exam when you clearly know that this 1,000 people, for example,
you are not going to, even if they pass.
Yeah, you cannot take 1,000 people.
Exactly.
You will only take 500, which is the capacity of the school, the whole school. But you are taking for 10,000 money from 10,000 people, and then are you now
using stylishly to fail them?
Exactly, because you already know that you are not going to accept all the CDOs. We are not definitely going to accept. We can't just accept all
I know.
that. You already know you cannot accept all of, but you collect their money.
I tell you where they got this from.
What will you do?
That's
I
why
tell you where they got this from.
Yeah.
The embassies.
Please shed more light.
Every embassy in Nigeria know that they only have an allocation for 50,000 visas per year, but they will collect visa application and payment for 1 million people. But they only know they are going to give 50,000 that year. That's where they got it from. The rest of the money goes to their pockets. That's why I say that this whole thing needs to be scrapped, dumped, never used again. Let's go and see how other places are doing it, that it's working.
Yeah.
For this system we're running is outdated.
Yeah.
It's way outdated.
And it's fraud.
And it's fraud.
Fraudulent, yes. Yeah. I agree. So those of you in support that
JAMB should be scrapped.
That JAMB should be scrapped, raise your hand. If you're on the show, those down in the comment section say aye. If you are in support that JAMB should be scrapped, let's see your hands up. Okay.
Both of my hands.
Where's Levis? Okay.
I said it, and I'm a
Both
supporter
of my
of
hands.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. So moving forward.
No more JAMB.
Can you talk about me?
Let them come and cash me.
Okay, body of Christ.
He wants them to be no more JAMB.
Body of Christ
they don't
is
even
in
need
support.
Yeah.
Body of Christ is in support too. So let me finish what I was saying. Right now, imagine students going through this trauma, even though they don't need it. But now, to the JAMB people, please and please, do the right thing. Do the right thing, okay? You know you are just wasting students' money or stealing, allegedly taking to students' money. For Shea Tinubu, my bro, this what I think, right? Whatever allegations are on you, I think you need to do something about it. I call it allegation because that's what it is, because nothing has been founded yet. So whatever allegations are on you, I would say do the smart thing. Do the smart thing. Do the smart thing. You have a very smart dad, and I would say do the smart thing. Okay. So now, at the rate at which...
Why are you done? We have not clapped for you yet.
How will you clap for me when that one is there tripping granite?
Do the smart thing. Do the smart thing. Do the smart thing. Chop granite.
They should chop granite. Granite will not help you.
All right.
It will not help them.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been nice having you on the show today. Next week, actually, we actually have a pre-proposed topic. Actually, funny enough, we have a pre-proposed topic. If Nigeria does not surprise us again with another news, because every week Nigeria, they give us news every week, back and forth, forth and back. Yeah. We have a pre-proposed topic, and that topic is about marriage. And you say
family planning.
We want to give Jacinta a topic that would, work for her very well.
Yes, she needs it.
She needs it. So she will not stay alone and be eating rice.
Yeah.
During the show.
And no meat and no fish. Asking for donation.
No, sir.
You want to give me a topic that will work for me, that I'm fun.
You say?
You want to bring a topic that will work for me, that I am worth.
Yes.
That you are Jacinta.
Yes, we are on it.
Eddie's kitchen. Over talk.
Where you forget that sound?
Now Stanley.
This Stanley could do something there. You could do something.
I just gave you a tune, a sound tune.
I know, I hear that.
I can say what I can do that you.
No, not me. I cannot do that.
Jacinta, they ask you for topic where it could benefit them. I can't give you a sound tune when it fit them.
As what? As Mrs. As who or as what?
As a housewife.
You see, Minister Sam and Meg, these two emeritus.
You call us emeritus.
Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Continue.
Continue.
You don't finish your emeritus.
Will benefit me, make a year.
You say?
It will benefit you, don't worry.
She said you should say the topic that will benefit her. She wants to know.
Yeah, I've changed my mind now. As I change my mind, she should come and beat me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, it.
Okay, so this is the topic. The topic for next week's show is drum roll. Bam. Is it love or control? Marrying a woman 10 to 20 years younger.
A blessing
is it
or
a
red flag?
Or a red flag?
Why you can't put bros for there?
Because they said something in a video that we're going to play.
Okay.
Next week. We're going to play something that they said next week. And we want to talk about this. So for all the dynamites in the house.
Wait. I'm not a dynamite. So
as I was saying.
We shouldn't be dynamite.
As I was saying, before Jessica rudely interrupted. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being on the show. Next week, we're going to be talking about that topic. Do you think it's wise to marry a girl as a man? As a man, where you be? Do you think it is wise to marry a girl your age or older than you? Or to marry a girl 10 years younger than yourself? And as a woman, do you think it is wise to marry a man your age or younger than you?
Or you are older than?
You're older than, younger than you.
Okay.
Yeah. So that will be the topic for next week.
I will not say anything.
If Nigeria, Olivia, you say?
I say I will not say anything.
Okay. If Nigeria does not surprise us with another news,
exactly.
That will shock
that's
us.
That's a good topic.
Yeah. Yes, Jacinta had to work on this topic for us. You know, in Latin, after she worked on the topic, we said, kudos, kudos, kudos.
Donate.
Donate.
Yes, Victoria in a Chelsea's the woo.
The woo to you too.
Yeah, the woo to you.
Speak English. I'm not there. I don't know what they are.
We have a new pope from America, so
Yeah,
we have to represent.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's been real. Thank you very much, Mr. Stanley, for being on the show today. We appreciate you as always. We love your attire.
Your glasses.
We love your attire.
We love it.
You came looking like a
pilot
or a Yahoo boy.
I took you all to a cruising altitude.
Hey, what do you talk, Stanley?
I said I took you all to a cruising altitude. I feel
exactly. You know what he call you just now?
I know that one. Nice.
Let me repeat it again.
Nice if they call.
You know, now you always they go look.
Sir, make we do what we do for that last phone call that day now.
We do, but don't forget.
We next that day now with that kind of pepper.
Oh, okay. No, sorry for that.
Sorry for it. Well, I try now. Well, Stanley go miss for the show.
I know what they I know what they gonna do.
I don't know
what Sire, call me Yahoo again. Make you see how far.
I will not be surprised. Go do
Really though. Mona look Stanley well now. Look Stanley well. Look Stanley. You know those guys who don't look computer tire, with their eye on the tire. Look at it. Hello, baby. Can you send me $1,000?
Maybe like he look more like a pilot, not that one.
No pilot.
Exactly. Your mind's small over Max.
Pilot they wear glasses now. You know why the pilots wear glasses? Because of the sun.
Next they fly.
Not true.
I know they fly for night. I'm sorry.
You know,
they fly for day.
You know they fly.
No, I know they fly. I can't fly.
That's the one when they use fly in the night, not daytime flying.
Thank you. Your daughter say that the daytime what they talk about.
Hey, Minister Stanley, now in the day you they use and they fly, you they use that on the here. Remember, not tell you anyone. Where you worry them.
No mind.
Stanley, what do you talk?
I said, make it not mind them there.
Okay, hold on. I just have one response for Jacinta. Stanley, no, they give donations. So.
Don't worry.
No, you're wrong. You know what?
Stanley, they give
Stanley,
the baddest donation. You go donate to the guy that bad donate.
Don't get me. Jacinta, I donate this show to you. This show is donated to Jacinta.
They have donated the show to you. See a reaction. She said no.
Mr. Stanley,
Yeah.
you look finish. You dey donate wahala. Ask for my answer.
Jacinta, you know, be like say you don't know.
You don't know the worth. You don't know the worth of this company.
You don't know the worth of this show.
She don't know.
She don't know the worth of this company.
She have no idea.
When it is time, this company know what to do. But now, Hazard that we're talking about.
Are you calling us Hazard?
Make a call him.
Jessica, I tell you, say Stanley can never donate to you. Forget it.
They tell you now.
More put two of them together. See?
Well, now Stanley go fall in hand, Sha. I know he knows what to do.
Yeah, of course.
FYI, now worry the bomb.
Yeah. That's a good one.
FYI, that's the first time I'm hearing that
Stanley saying not America anymore. Now I'll be worried boy. I'll be waffle. No more America for this one.
I just have to let you know.
Salut.
Yeah.
Salut. If you say If to say I get cap, I for cut cap for you, but I cut my hoodie for you. I'll cut hoodie.
That one enter.
That was a good one. That was a good one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been real.
A wrap.
Thank you very much. It's a wrap. We'll
Thank
see you
you.
same
Thank
time,
you.
same station next week. We hope Jessica does not take over the show. Hey, maybe she might next week. Who knows? Let's see you. Take care of yourself, guys. Au revoir. In Spanish, in Latin, we say, in my Latino.
Iwene.
Go and learn Latin, sir, please.
Thank you, Jessica. It's your boy, Mac.